You're thinking. Thinking is good.
I'm thinking I have to be careful.
Why?
I'm starting to take it seriously that you really want me to run Forrester Creations. And I don't want to make a decision for the wrong reason.
And what would that be, the wrong reason?
No, I don't know. Maybe it's not a wrong decision. It's like, I've always wanted this to happen. I just didn't think it would. I mean, I had this fantasy in my head that you and Dad and Grandma would just come to me and say that I was the only one. I was the only one that could lead our family and our company forward. And knowing that you have faith in my judgment and my abilities is a dream come true. But I have to wonder, Granddad. There's another reason, isn't there?
Yes, they're still talking.
Did you get a sense of how it's going?
I don't eavesdrop. Okay, if there's a chance for me to get caught, I don't eavesdrop. But Eric and Steffi did seem very serious for what it's worth.
Maybe he thinks she's not up to it.
Or maybe he hasn't been able to forgive and forget the whole wedding no-show.
No, Steffi is too smart and tough to go to waste. I know she won't work with me, but she will work with you.
I hope this brainstorm of yours is more than just a cover for driving a wedge between her and Liam.
Would that be so bad?
So, I thought you were bringing Will.
Oh, I was going to, but we had a rough morning, so I put him down for a nap and left him with a nanny.
Well, I hope you locked all the doors and windows.
We live in a very safe neighborhood.
Yeah, it's not a safe neighborhood when your next door neighbor is Quinn Fuller.
It's Quinn Forrester now. That's her name.
Oh, yeah, don't remind me. And what has that changed exactly? Not her modus operandi. Oh, not even her initials.
I have to say, I have not seen Eric this happy since before Stephanie died.
Oh, please don't be about to tell me to lay off a Quinn.
No, I would never tell you that after everything you've been through. But I'm just trying to figure out how I feel about my living situation. And I love my new house. I just don't love living alone or without, adult company. And having Eric right next door, I mean, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm at home. There's just this one slight discordant note.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, I don't want to sound like a wind-up toy, but you might want to invest in a Rottweiler.
Please don't help me, Mom. Don't help me with my love life, with my marriage, or anything. Just don't do anything, okay?
Okay, look. The fact that Eric placed his trust in me means the world to me, and I would never use it to betray him or his life's work. The fact that I suggested Steffi as CEO is because I think she is the star of the family, who, let's face it, are an opinionated, entitled group. But they all rally around Steffi. She is strong, and she's confident and charming when she wants to be. But she's no pushover. And she doesn't have nearly the baggage that Rick and Ridge have, and if it happens to bring the two of you closer together, then what's the harm?
You doubt my motives?
Most motives are mixed, wouldn't you say? Including mine. And that's why I have to be careful.
Steffi, I love my wife, but I'm not her puppet. Would I jeopardize my legacy and then the business I poured my lifeblood into just to satisfy a whim of hers? No. I've been watching you all of your life, and there's a strength in you that you're not even aware of. I always knew your time would come. Your time is now.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
I didn't get a lot of one-on-one time with Eric at Thanksgiving. Does he seem like himself to you?
Oh, wow. I mean, you mean since he collapsed and hospitalization,
Yeah.
recovering, and I mean, I'm probably the wrong person for you to ask that question of. I mean, I've always been a little starstruck by him, I guess. He's a super accomplished man, and he's completely unimpressed with himself, which is not my experience with most men. And I feel like he can kind of see right through me, you know? Like, I can't hide anything from him. I never could. So he makes me feel a little flustered, and I guess, well, that's normal. So is he acting normal? Then yes, I would say that he is.
Okay. You have to wonder when someone like Quinn Fuller walks into someone's life and everything suddenly changes. I'm just saying you have to wonder.
I can make you a sandwich. I have some really nice roast beef.
Mom, I didn't just fall down and scrape my knee.
I'm not. I'm treating you like a child.
Oh, really? My wife, who just recently filed for a divorce, is in the other room talking about, I don't know, spending the rest of her life without me, and you're offering me a sandwich.
I know your heart is broken.
Okay, I am not in the mood for a mother-son talk right now.
Okay, wait, look, remember when you showed that to me? You said you were never going to remove it, that you were always going to fight for your marriage because you believed in commitment, which is something that the Forrester offspring struggle with, sometimes very publicly. Look, there aren't that many lessons to remember in life. Here's one. The person who always stays committed will win in the end.
I can't tell you how much this means to me, how honored and humbled I feel, but I do have my concerns.
Let me make them go away.
Okay, if I say yes, am I setting myself up for failure?
Do you think you'll fail as CEO?
No,
Good. I'll make sure you don't.
you'll be my safety net.
In the unlikely event that you'll need one, yes.
It's been hard the last couple of months. Thinking I could lose you, thinking that I would never have a chance to make you proud of me. And I want you to know that I'm always listening to you and I'm always learning from you, and I would never try to replace you at the company.
Which is one of the reasons I'm offering it to you. But don't do it for me. You know, pride in you I have plenty of. Do it for yourself. You have all the intelligence and savvy and ability that you need to pull this whole thing off. And you have this huge internet presence. It's not as big as it used to be, but
Well, I relied on Wyatt for that.
Well, reassign it to him. All right, he'll be working under you. No, I'm not matchmaking, which anyway never works. Any other concerns?
I love my dad. And he won't be happy being passed over.
No, he won't. But I can't imagine that he'd be surprised. Rich needs to take a long look at his life and his loyalties.
And what about Thorne?
Thorne's made it very clear he doesn't want the job.
What about Rick? He would accept it.
Nobody knows international like Rick. He could run that division in his sleep. And I think all of this has taken a backseat to him being a new dad these days. There's only one CEO I would appoint, and I'm looking at it right now. Come on, it's your turn. Say yes.
Oh no, it looks like my boy is running a fever.
Oh, no, everything okay?
Yeah, it's probably nothing. I think he runs a little hot, like his father. But that is definitely my cue.
Well, thanks for coming out to see me. It's kind of nice seeing you settled and a little excited about the future. That's good.
Yeah, I'm a lot excited, actually. What about you? You and Steffi are happy?
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely got the happily part down. Now we're just driving toward the ever after part. But hey, can you do me a favor? Can you be careful?
Oh, don't worry. I am the world's safest driver.
No, I'm talking about even at home in your living room. Because it kind of sounded like you said you might want to be friends with Quinn.
Well, better her friend than her enemy, right?
I don't know.
Something tells me that Quinn doesn't have too many female friends.
No, not too many male friends either, or animal friends, or plant friends, or fungus friends.
You're right. It's decent roast beef.
Only the best for the men in my life.
Great. I'm living with my mother and her cold cuts.
You moved in with me to help me with Eric, and you know what? I couldn't have made it through without you.
So then why does my life feel like it's at a standstill?
But it's not. Things are happening. People don't change overnight.
You did.
Okay, if Steffi ends up taking over as CEO, and she knows it's because I suggested it, then she can't believe that I'm a monster anymore. And if I'm the only obstacle standing between the two of you, I won't be.
Okay.
How often do you have these headaches?
Less frequently than I did a while ago. You'll be gone in a minute.
Yeah, maybe I should too.
What about the proposal that's on the table?
It's everything. I don't want it to go to my head, so is it okay if I can think about it?
Best possible answer, yes.
I do have one question. If I say yes, will I be CEO in name only? Will you still outrank me? I know you will, but what about Quinn?
Chief Executive Officer means chief executive, all right? Yes, you will be working with Quinn, though, every day.
Not if I can help it.
Well, now that's going to have to change.
So what is this, quid pro quo? I'm nice to Quinn and then I get a promotion?
Well, there's an insult I don't deserve. Look, if and when you accept this job as CEO, there's a few things that are going to have to change. Your language, your temper. You're going to have to compromise with people that don't delight you. You dislike my wife. It pains me, but I have to accept it. I'm not asking for love, just professionalism.
I understand.
Is that unreasonable?
What's unreasonable about you is your kindness and your ability to forgive and the ability to see me for not a little girl anymore, for who I am now, my talents and my ambitions. But there is one thing you don't know. How much I love you and how much I respect you.
Hey, Wyatt, will you go
grab his
grab?
pills.
Yes, thank you so much.
No, wait. What? Steffi brought me one. I'll be right.
So, did you talk to her about the offer?
Yes, I did.
Wonderful.
She says she wants to think about it.
What is there to think about?
Well,
Oh, yeah, right. Me.
It's not surprising that would come up.
Well, did she say that she would take the job if Quinn was not in the building?
no, nothing like that. She knows how important you are to the company and to me. And she knows that you're my eyes and ears there at the company until I come back, if I ever do.
Being happily married makes you want to spend a little more time at home. I get that.
Steffi actually said she accepts our marriage?
She accepts that we're husband and wife. It was just important to her to understand that the offer was coming from me.
Oh, she wanted to know that behind the scenes I wasn't pulling the strings.
Not like you haven't done anything like that before.
I understand where she's coming from, but it's maddening that everything I've done since then, she can't see that I've changed.
Well, it's time. Everything takes time, and young people think they have all the time in the world.
Can I thank you for giving her a seat at the top? I mean, the husband in me is not dead and my marriage isn't over yet. But Steffi's strong and she's smart and she just might be one of the best CEOs you've ever had, present company excluded, of course.
That's very generous of you.
I'm just being realistic. You know, this connection you have with my mother, I know it took me a while to believe it, but I see it now. It's starting to look like a force of good in all of our lives.
Honey, you're home. Hey.
Hey.
I made some kebabs. We can throw on the grill for dinner later.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
How was your play date?
Canceled. Will apparently came down with something.
Oh,
Yeah.
kids always do.
Yeah. But Katie came by solo and we had a nice little chat.
Yeah.
I know all too well what it's like to start over alone. You were gone too long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was.
So how's your grandfather? Was he just having a really good Thanksgiving or is he actually getting better?
Oh, well, he gets tired. His headaches come and go, but he seems like himself again. He's not coming back to Forster.
I mean, he's said that before.
Yeah, that's true, but when he was widowed, he didn't really know what to do with himself. I mean, now it's just different.
Like, different because of Quinn? Like she just convinced him to stay home while she goes and bulldozes everyone at the office?
It's actually not the way it's playing out. She's more of a homebody.
So she was there? I'm sorry if that spoiled your time with your grandfather.
No, it didn't.
So today she was new Quinn.
She just surprised me. She said these like nice things.
Good, good. She must want something.
Sort of.
Are you okay?
Quinn doesn't want to run Forrester Creations.
Well, what was the whole point of the seduction of Eric Forrester, if not that?
That's what I thought, but she seems to know she's out of her depth.
Quinn confronting reality, that's novel.
Yeah, she thinks someone in the family can unite it again.
So Ridge is forgiven and he's back as CEO?
No, he and my granddad have a lot of relationship repairs to do.
So Rick then?
Guess again. They offered it to me. CEO of Forrester Creations. Me.
Oh, wow. Wow, and you turned them down, huh?
What, you don't think I'm up to it?
What? No, of course you're up to it. You just can't say yes. I mean, you know that.
Do I?
Yeah. You wouldn't fall for this. Steffi, this is how she operates. If it's coming from Quinn, you have to say no.